Hey you guys, it's Britt. So today I wanted to do a little bit of a different video. We're going to talk about Myka Stauffer, my sort of predictions on what might happen over the next year with her, and her possible return to YouTube. And then I also want to react to what Channon Rose had to say about Myka Stauffer in 2020 when all of this went down. I never saw this video. I totally missed it, but I was scrolling on YouTube, happened to come across this, and I want to react to it with you guys. Spoiler, it's not an actual reaction, I guess not a true reaction, because I did watch it once. I just wanted to make sure that it was something worth sharing, so I'm not wasting your all's time. But if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so before we react to this video that Channon Rose put out last year, I want to say Myka has been gone for a year and a half. And in my opinion, I know that there have been some certain things come out about her. You know, to me, I'm not going to believe just what some rando person says, especially about someone like Myka, who is not a very liked person. So I don't want to get into kind of the rumors that have been going around, but what I will say is that in my opinion, I don't think that she is going to stay away from YouTube and social media forever. I believe that she definitely, you know, got her start being an influencer. Obviously, she's a bad person, and that was exposed to the whole world with the situation of her rehoming her adoptive son from China. And we all know all the details about that. But what I will say is I don't believe that someone like her will stay away from the internet forever. I think that she's waiting for enough time to pass by so that she feels like she can maybe come back and not get as much heat as she might have if she would have come back a year ago or 8 months ago. Now, even though I completely disagree with everything that Myka did, I'm not going to come out and just say she is officially a narcissist. It is for sure, it is a fact, because I don't know. And I don't know her mental health history. I don't know what she's like day to day. You know, so I'm not going to come out and say that. But I do think that there are some tendencies there based on the personality that she shared with the internet over, you know, the catalog of content that she's published onto YouTube and other social media platforms. And I say that to say I don't think that she will stay away forever, because she enjoys attention and she enjoys the compliments and the little bit of fame that she did have by sharing her life with the internet and, you know, showcasing her kids, which obviously we know is wrong. But I don't think that she's going to stay away forever. So I don't want to drag this out too long, but I think that there is a chance that Myka might come back in 2022. I'm not sure if it'll be the beginning of the year. I don't know if she'll wait till after the 2-year anniversary of when everything went down. So that would be May at some point, late May. I don't know if there's a special date that she'll decide to come back. None of us know for sure. But I do believe that we will see a return. It might not even be next year, but I also think that she's kind of teetering this period of time where if she waits too long, you know, the people who would watch her won't care. But if she doesn't wait long enough, then she's going to get more heat than what she's ready for. And so I do think it's going to be really interesting. You know, if she comes back, what do you guys think about that? If she uploaded a vlog today, and let's just say that it was a video of her talking about everything and her sharing her perspective, and let's even just speculate that it was a really heartfelt video and it wasn't a bunch of fake crying and playing poor pitiful me and that kind of nonsense. If it was actually a well-delivered video, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that there are some people that were really angry and upset with her, but enough time has passed where they're willing to listen to her video? Or do people just not care anymore? I'm very interested to see what might go on with this. Now, I'll tell you guys where I stand. Obviously, you guys can make up your own minds for yourselves. But if Myka came back, I would most likely watch some of her videos to deliver commentary on them. I don't care for Myka. I don't care for her content. I don't care for family vloggers. That's pretty obvious if you guys have watched any of my commentary on family vloggers. I don't like when people show their kids to the world. But who knows? With everything that unfolded, she might come back and not have her kids on her channel. We don't know. So I do think that it's a little interesting. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that I'm right in my prediction that next year she might come back? I think that there is a bigger chance of her coming back next year than pushing it out any longer. Because I just think at this point there's been enough time that has gone by. She is probably driving herself mad not being able to post on social media or YouTube. But I think it'll be interesting. So, you know, I think that a lot of people will definitely tear her to shreds. But there are also people that look at her and say, well, she went away for long enough. You know, what are we going to do? There are people that look at her in that manner. So either way, leave your thoughts about that down below. Let's listen to Channon Rose. This is a very awkward video. I'm going to put it on 1.5 times speed just because I want to get through it. Let's let the awkward game begin.
Hey you guys, so instead of doing a vlog today, I wanted to kind of sit down and kind of just let you guys know my thoughts on everything that's been going on recently. I have gotten probably like hundreds of messages, you know, just wanting to know my thoughts on Black Lives Matter, and also the Myka situation.
I have to say, this is a very odd video to deliver. These two topics don't belong in the same video, in my personal opinion. She goes on to say how much she cares about BLM and Black Lives Matter, which is fantastic. But why is this being put into the same video? If it's something that you care so much about and you're so passionate about it, why not split these two videos up? It's a very odd, it was almost like she was using, I don't know, she was like using Myka to get more views for her channel. This still only got 32,000 views, so that didn't really work for her, but it's very weird to have both of these in the same video to me.
That I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about. It's been in the news, and this video is gonna be really hard for me to film, and I'm gonna try to get through it without getting emotional. But yeah, that's kind of, I just wanted to kind of be able to let you guys know my thoughts and my opinions on everything. For one, because a lot of you guys have asked, but two, just because I feel like I want to. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, you might not have known, but I have spoke about Black Lives Matter quite a bit on there. Unfortunately, because stories only last 24 hours, a lot of people don't see, you know, my Instagram every single day, and so they think maybe I haven't spoken about it. And so I wanted to kind of just talk about it on YouTube.
This whole excuse of Instagram stories only lasting 24 hours and, oh, it's important to me, but I share it on my stories. To me, if something is that important to you, it's a post where it stays on your feed permanently. If it's something that you really care about and you're really passionate about BLM and the work that they're doing, and this is what you stand for, and these are your beliefs, then it belongs in the feed, not on a story, because you're obviously well aware it only lasts for 24 hours. So if you're that passionate about it, why is it not a permanent post? So then people won't say, oh, are you talking about it? Are you not talking about it? What do you think? What are your, you know, what's your thought pattern there? There wouldn't be a question because it would be a permanent post as soon as you visit her social media page.
I haven't been able to put up a video sooner because I'd had like pre-recorded videos. But I skipped posting on Tuesday's video because, as many of you know, there was like a blackout.
I hate when YouTubers use this excuse as, oh, well, I didn't post because I had pre-recorded videos and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you guys something. To sit down in front of a camera and film an 8-minute video would take, let's just say that she recorded 15 minutes of footage. You cut it down. You can edit that in less than 10 minutes. There's no graphics. There's no special editing done to this. It's her sitting on the bed in her dumb hat, literally talking to the camera, just like I'm sitting here talking to you guys. I will be able to edit this video in less than 30 minutes, and I still have to add her video to my video because this is a reaction. So this whole delay of, oh, I was doing this, oh, I had pre-recorded videos, oh, it took me some time to get this video out. If there is something that you want to say on video, there is no reason why that can't be filmed, edited, and posted the same day. So I never buy into this nonsense of, oh, this is why it was delayed, oh, this is why it took so long. Because editing videos is not that difficult, especially when you're talking about you're sitting on your bed, talking to the camera, you know, you have 15 minutes of footage, you chop it up, you cut it down, export it, upload it, put in your tags, do your title, do your thumbnail. It's not that hard.
Tuesday, sorry, I think I'm gonna have to take this call. Hello? Hi, I'm calling from Pharmacy Solutions. Oh, hi, yes, how are you? Yeah, that's me.
So she leaves this call in this video, which I think is so awkward. It says, my IVF fertility pharmacy called. She leaves the entire phone call in here, which you guys are going to hear in a second. This is so uncalled for and awkward. Why is this in the video? Of all things, you're talking about BLM and Myka Stauffer. And then you're going to take this call from your IVF fertility pharmacy and leave it in the middle of this video. And this call takes up like an entire minute of the 8-minute video. So to me, you're not that passionate about BLM and you don't really have that many feelings about how wrong Myka Stauffer is. When the video is 8 minutes and 18 seconds, part of the beginning is you plugging your stupid book or whatever it is that you're selling. And then another section of it is your phone call with the fertility pharmacy. This is so awkward.
Good. Thank you so much for calling. Okay. So is the trigger the Pregnol?
Yes, like the Pregnol for 1,000 pounds.
Okay, perfect. And then so that and then my endometrium. Did you guys want me to pay for that now? And then are you guys able to deliver it?
We can deliver.
Okay, yeah, that would be great. Yep, that's it. You guys can charge that card. How much is it? It's $606.
And why did she repeat the total? Who cares?
Okay, that's no problem. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, where was I? Oh, I don't remember where I was talking about, but I have seen so many things that have made me like just break down in tears, feel sick to my stomach. I mean, like there's just been some really awful things going on in our world. And just like thinking about it makes me want to cry because it makes me so sad for the people that are like struggling, and I wish there was more I can do. So in case maybe you're new to my channel, you haven't seen my videos before, you don't know where
there is more that you can do. You as an influencer who has a massive platform can use your voice to lift the voices of others and those that are being affected and those that are being mistreated and those that are victims of hate crimes and racism. You have a platform to stand on. To me, it usually seems like the smaller YouTubers are the ones that are trying to amplify voices of those that are being mistreated. And these big YouTubers once in a while will throw out a video like this, say how much they care, you know, get their little tears going, and then, I don't know, is it just me? Or I haven't really heard her talk about BLM. That's not something that is part of her normal content. That's not something that I hear very often coming from Channon Rose. So don't act like you're so passionate about it, but then it's never mentioned. I don't hear her speaking against racism, you know?
stand on the whole Black Lives Matter. I'm here to tell you that I 110% stand for Black Lives Matter. I support them. I always have. I always will. And this is something that I don't just talk about when like something awful happens. I talk about this like all year round on my channel about just loving everybody equally and trying not to judge others. That's something that I really pride myself on, is inclusivity.
Her judging others is BS, because if y'all remember, she took the clip of that homeless man who had overdosed in the bathroom with Tana Mojo a few years prior, and it was up on her YouTube channel. She was judging him because he had, you know, been going through the disease of addiction. And yeah, they called 911 or whatever they did, but then you took that clip and you exploited it for views on YouTube. And this is the whole thing. A lot of people will say, oh, well, the let's just say, not this specifically, but people will say, oh, well, she put the video out, but it wasn't monetized. Oh, it can't be exploiting something if it's not monetized. You're still utilizing that image in order to gain views and gain subscribers on your channel. So even if, let's just say that that video clip, she donated the AdSense to a drug rehab in her area, great, but you're still utilizing something tragic and horrific and very, very sad, and it's something that man did not consent to. You're using it to have eyeballs on your channel. That is gross.
And you know, if you go back to videos, you know that we've attended the Pride parades. You know, like we in our family love everyone and we accept everyone, and that's something that I'm teaching Snow and will teach our children. There's a lot that still needs to be done, a lot of work that needs to be done, so that this does not continue to happen. You know, we have donated, we have used our platform to speak up for the Black community, to stand behind them, and also plan to continue to do that, you know, all year round, not just right now. So that is where I stand, in case you didn't know. Now you do. I don't know. It's just, oh, it just makes...
I don't know. And please correct me if I'm wrong. You guys always correct me if I'm wrong, please. But to me, BLM and Channon Rose is not something that I see going hand in hand. I personally don't hear her using her platform to speak out against, you know, people that are being mistreated, that are Black. Maybe I've missed it. You know, y'all know I don't watch every single one of her videos, but there are certain YouTube creators, when I think of them speaking against racism or people being mistreated, and Channon Rose is not someone that I would put into that category. She's in the category of exploiting her children and making egregious claims against people that she does not like.
Makes me really sad, and it makes me want to do better, and makes me even more so want to teach my daughter and educate her so that this does not happen in the future. I do not want my daughter and my kids growing up in a world like what we're living in right now. And so I am going to be doing everything on my end to continue to educate ourselves, because we are never done learning and there's always more for us to learn and to be better. And so I encourage you guys to do the same. I know we're doing the same. So yeah, that's my stance on Black Lives Matter.
Yes, you should be teaching your children right from wrong, and it starts at home and it starts when they're very young. I agree with all of those things, but it shouldn't have taken something like this to make sure that you're teaching your child right from wrong. Hopefully maybe I misinterpreted that, but BLM should not be something that's, it should not be something that shows you, oh yeah, I need to be making sure that I'm teaching my daughter right from wrong. That should be something that's being taught anyway, because you are not racist and you don't want your children to be racist.
Completely support it, continuing to educate myself, continuing to donate, and you know, just stand behind what I feel like is the right thing to do. About the whole Myka situation, I really don't want to get into that, because I feel like I do not know enough about the situation to really give my opinion about it. From what I do know and from what I've heard, it's extremely upsetting. And I feel really, really, really sad for everybody involved in that situation.
I don't think feeling sad for everybody involved in the Myka situation is valid, in my personal opinion. Now, valid to me. I don't want to invalidate someone else's feelings. If that's how she feels, fine, but I'm going to share my opinion about it. Sadness applies to the child. Sadness does not apply to Myka and James. Sadness may apply to their other children who lost a sibling and were witness to a lot of really horrible acts, and then losing their adopted brother. Sadness does not apply to Myka or James. Period.
Especially, this is hard because I don't feel like it's fair for me to give my opinion because I have a really hard time having kids. And so
she's taking this horrible situation and making it about herself. And that's unfortunate. That is very sad. And obviously she, maybe that's why she left her IVF call in there earlier, just so everyone would know her difficulties. And that's really heartbreaking. But this isn't about you. This is about a little boy who went through a lot of traumatic experiences because of Myka and James. And right now, this isn't about you, Channon.
To watch kind of what unfolded is really hard for me to see because, like, I would do anything to be able to, like, have more kids and, like, even be able to adopt kids, which is not really an option for me because of my past. And also because, like, my husband doesn't support it, but that's a whole other situation. So
what kind of, I might need to look into that. I'm wondering why her husband would be against adopting children. I don't understand that. I don't want to say anything here to, throw too much shade at him, but why? Why would you be against adopting a child? Especially if you're in a financial position to change that child's life. I don't understand why it would just be like, no.
Sorry, hold on. Yeah, that's a really sore, sensitive subject for me to talk about. And I know that other people have spoken about this and, people that were adopted. I've seen videos of, like, people adopted from China, like, speak on it, on their opinions, and everybody's going to have an opinion on everything. We are not her. We, are not in that situation. We don't know what was going on behind closed doors. We don't know what was going on when the cameras weren't rolling. You have to remember that.
But we do know what happened when the cameras were rolling. There was an entire catalog of footage where Myka and James were not doing the right thing in so many different situations with this little boy. So instead of saying, oh, well, I can't really form an opinion because we don't know what was happening behind closed doors, why don't we talk about all of the footage that was out there? Because those are things that you can form an opinion on. And in my opinion, you're able to judge a situation by a whole catalog of footage. Exactly. And no, I'm not comparing a dog to a child here. Pump the brakes for just a second. But when I'm thinking about Nikki and Dan Philippi, people wanted to be like, oh, well, Bowser, what about Bowser? We don't know. We didn't live with them. But that's the whole point of looking at these YouTubers. A lot of them have years of footage where you can look at the things that were published and we can talk about those things. No, we don't know what happened behind closed doors, but when there is years of vlog footage, we can look at those and we can have discussions around those parts of their life because they were published.
YouTubers choose to show you what they want to show you. I know that a lot of controversy was on, like, well, she's made money off of, these videos, and I don't know, there's just been so many things. I just feel like I don't know enough about the situation to really give an opinion about it. But from what I do know, like I said, it makes me very sad and I feel really bad for everybody involved. I really just wanted to sit down, quickly make this video to let you guys know kind of where I stand, my thoughts and everything, because I do get so many messages. And also, like I said, I just wanted to put it out there, my thoughts and feelings on everything. So that is why we don't have a vlog today, because I wanted to just sit down and get this out. We will have regular vlogs back Thursday and Saturday, so I hope to see you guys back for those. But I just want to let you guys know that I love you, and I'm sending you all my love and all my...
So I don't know. I have a couple of thoughts about this. I think it's weird that she put Myka's name in the title with BLM, but then she didn't really have much of an opinion about Myka. This was when everything was at its peak. The news had just come out. So it does seem like she was using Myka's name for views and putting her in the title, but then being like, oh, well, I can't really judge, even though, okay, that's fine. None of us know what happened behind closed doors. But again, with years of vlog footage that has been published, most people are able to gather their thoughts and form an opinion around what was put out and what we know happened as a fact based on the footage. You know, the other thing is I found the phone call to be left in there very odd. Oh, the medicine's $600. Okay, you can charge that card. Very tone deaf to me. It was unnecessary to leave it in there. Channon also has a lot of other people that watch her channel that might want to become parents, or they might be having a hard time conceiving as well. And some of it might be, you know, they're not in a financial position to become parents yet, or maybe it's something health related or whatever. There's a whole different set of issues that can surround becoming a parent, but a lot of it is financial. For her to so easily just leave that phone call in there and make sure that she repeated the price and then still leave it in the video is cringeworthy to me. I think that it's very tone deaf. And I think that Channon Rose is just not someone who has a lot of self-awareness. I think that she takes any opportunity to make it about herself and share her grievances and her personal struggles. So you're going to use someone else's name, but you're going to make it all about you. And that to me is just so ignorant and useless. So this to me was a useless video. It was not an opinion video. It was saying that she cares about BLM, but then she only shares about it on her stories. She says that she speaks about it all the time, but I haven't really seen her voice her support for BLM on any form of a consistent basis. And y'all, again, tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't hear that from her. So either way, what an awkward video. Those are my thoughts on this video. I want to say that I don't know, none of us know when Myka is going to make a return to YouTube. Again, it could be never. But I do think that she's at this pivotal point where, you know, if she waits a whole lot longer, like I said, nobody's going to care. But believe it or not, you guys, she does have supporters that are waiting for her to come back, and they will watch her vlogs and they will leave nice comments. And that's just the world that we live in. I don't want companies to work with her again. I think that Myka is a bad person, but you know, she didn't break terms of service. Her YouTube account is not terminated, and I know that she did delete her channel, but you know, that's nothing that can come back. So as far as her ability to publish YouTube videos, that still exists. So yeah, I don't know. Either she's going to come back next year or she's, you know, not. But I don't see her waiting a whole lot longer. But you guys tell me what you think about all of this. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.